Hey everyone, I'm your host, Karina Mustafa, on behalf of Five Star Dynasty. And today I'm so excited to talk to one of their partnered athletes that is set to appear in this year's trading cards pack, Aijha Blackwell of Baylor women's basketball. Aijha, how are you? Congratulations on making the Sweet 16.
Hey, thank you for having me. I'm doing pretty good, pretty excited heading into the Sweet 16. It's ready to go.
Yeah, the vibes are high. For those who don't know what Five Star Dynasty is, Five Star Dynasty is a trading card game, and the 2023-2024 premiere set is set to feature 60 student athletes in 15 different sports from over 40 different colleges, including all divisions, over 20 conferences, and a variety of institution types. If you're curious about the other basketball athletes in the pack, make sure to check out our YouTube page. We did interviews with Caitlin Chen of Princeton and Aaliyah Gales of USC. And now I'm here with Aijha. If you order before the end of the tournament, you can get 20% off and use the code DAY1 to get 50% off of the special insert card subset, and everything will ship in May. All right, Aijha, let's get into it. Firstly, how do you feel being included in this year's trading card set, and were you kind of like into trading cards growing up?
Hey, okay, so I feel like really good. I really wasn't into trading cards growing up. I didn't really know much about it, but I'm pretty excited to be a part of Five Star Dynasty and what they have going on and what they're building and just involving all these athletes and just giving them the opportunity.
Absolutely. And it must feel like kind of cool to be like, oh, like I'm on like a trading card, which is like kind of exciting.
Yeah, literally, like my face is literally gonna be on the trading card.
Yeah. Let's talk Baylor. This is your first full healthy season with them. What is playing for this team meant for you?
It's meant everything. Honestly, like I've never been a part of the team where it's this much talent on the team. And so like on this team, you don't know who's gonna go off. You don't know who's gonna have like a career night. And so I think that's the most exciting and unique thing about our team is that, we really don't care who scores what. We all are our own stars in our own individual ways. And I think that's what's like special.
I like that. Yeah. I mean, Jada Walker going off for 28 the other night.
Look, Jada went off like just so. But the thing about that was that we weren't surprised that she did that because she practices like that. She plays like that. So
Love that. You guys are built for March, and that's really exciting. Let's talk about the academic side. What have you been studying in school?
so I have my degree in communications. So right now I'm just taking a lot of post-bac classes, about four, to stay eligible on a court. And so now I'm in just a bunch of classes about just adult development. I still need that. So I'm pretty excited about those type of classes, but I'm in those type of classes right now.
What are kind of your like career aspirations after school, and like what do you kind of hope to do with your degree?
I really want to get behind the camera. Like I feel like I want to show my personality behind the camera, but stay in sports. Like I want to like be involved in sports. Maybe like a sports analyst. I don't know.
Ooh,
Something
I
like
like that.
yeah.
What other sports are you kind of like a fan of, or is it just basketball?
I'm a fan of football. I like
Yeah.
watching football. Yeah. Even though
Oh.
I won't, I like watching.
I like that. I like that. How important is that kind of academic life for you, and how has college kind of helped you with that?
Yeah, I would say like before college, I'm not even going to like I didn't take my academics as serious, but when I got to college, I think that like it helped me on the court. I think it definitely balanced out my life and it made me want to go harder like in the classroom and on the court. Cause you need the other one without the other one. Be your coach.
Yeah.
And just your whole life. I think just getting a higher education is a blessing. And so just being able to go to college, I mean, for free, essentially is ultimately a blessing.
What kind of advice would you give to people who are maybe like about to get into college and get into that academic life?
I would say time management. You gotta have time management. You gotta work on. If you're a procrastinator, you gotta work on it. Because me personally, I am a procrastinator. I wait until like the very last minute to crunch it off and just get it done. I don't know if it's the pressure that makes me like do that, but yeah, I would just say time management and just like procrastination. Just make sure you're aware of that. Just have a plan.
Do you feel like being an athlete has kind of helped with that time management, like just having kind of like a set schedule with everything that you have to get done?
Yeah, and for that part, I'm grateful because like for having a practice schedule, you have study hall, you have tutoring, like you have these set appointments that you have to attend, and so like with that, I'm really grateful because without that, I would not be as successful in the classroom. I believe.
That's funny. Yeah, I'm a senior, and so I think, like, for me, like, I'm not an athlete, but with my time management, I feel like watching sports helps
Yeah.
me kind of schedule everything else. So I may not be playing, but I do get a little bit of a taste of that. If you had to reflect on kind of your journey as a student athlete, what would you say are some of the biggest lessons that you've learned?
Yeah, as a student athlete, I would just say, just keeping your head down, keeping having that tunnel vision, like making sure you have that balance of your life outside of basketball, your life on the court. Just make sure you have the balance of everything. Make sure you have a life outside of your sport because if you don't, it's just like, you I don't know, you might just get combobulated with everything. I don't know, just making sure you have like that time to go on walks and stuff like that. Just time you put away for yourself just to get have like self care days.
Yeah, like, what kind of self-care do you like to do? Because I love to ask athletes that, especially student athletes.
Yeah, I like to go on trails. Like it's these trails here out in Waco that I like. It's one called Lovers Leap. I like walking in, even though I do not like bugs, but I do like walking like trails and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel that. I wanna say, like, I love players that wear their lashes when they play, so I do wanna ask you, what are some of your, like, go-to beauty routines, and how does that tie into, like, your athlete life?
Yes, I would definitely. I have to have my lashes. I'm sorry. Like my or a big part of my face. And so I just think it brings together with my face. And I know I'm gonna be on TV, so it's like I can't be looking too crazy. So like, yeah, so I think that it's a big part of like my performance. I really believe in like look good, play good. So that's just what
Oh, I
I
love
just
that.
yeah.
I love that so much. What motivates you in life? Like, what qualities would you say make you the person that you are? Because, like, I can already tell just from talking to you for like 10 minutes, you have so much energy, and I absolutely love it. Like, I feel like I'm gonna run through a wall right now.
No, I would say that just being yourself, like your authentic self. I would just say I don't know, some characteristics would just be I'm outgoing. I think that just helps me on the court. You could probably see that on the court. I'm very outgoing. I'm very just loud. Sometimes I could be a little loud. And I don't know, just being myself, my authentic self. I just think that's important.
I like that. And I'm sure your coaches and your teammates love that you're loud. I'm sure that helps with communication. Last thing, so the Baylor Bears are in the Sweet 16 in March Madness. What is something that people should know about you and your team as you kind of head through the other rounds?
I would just say with my team, just I think we're pretty slept on this season. I don't think people really expected us to be, Virginia Tech. And I'm not going to speak on like USC who we have coming up on Saturday. I'm not going to speak on that game, but I just think that we're pretty slept on this season, and it's not too much. We're not saying a lot anymore. Like we're just really just showing it. And I just think that people just need to be ready because we have a lot of star power on our team that people really don't know about, and we're just ready to showcase it. We're ready to win. That's the main thing. Personally, I never been in an NCAA tournament before this year. I transferred to Baylor. I went to Mizzou previously, and so I never been here. And I'm just blessed to be here, honestly. So why not just go out with a bang?
Absolutely. I love that. Thank you so much for your time, Asia. You guys can catch her in this year's 2023-2024 Five Star Dynasty premiere set. Make sure you go to fivestardynasty.com to pre-order it now. Like I said earlier, it will ship in May. And make sure you're sub to the YouTube channel for more interviews with the athletes that are set to be featured.